Hi folks, this is Jay. We are now visiting a garden on the tour of the Open Gardens by Gardens Buffalo Niagara. This is a Cloverdale Cottage Garden in Cheektowaga. It is on the Open Gardens, opens on Thursdays in the month of July, and we are with the gardener Elisha and Carl here. Say a
Hello.
quick hi to our viewer.
Hi.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah. So first thing I noticed is your front garden. You have something quite special going on. Can we take a look, please? You have the ring boots on the doorstep with, utilized as a container. They're not real ring boots. Their container look like ring boots.
Right.
Yeah. This is very welcoming. And I see something very special here. This fountain or bubbler is quite unique. Carl, can you tell us a little bit about this fountain, please?
Yes, well, this fountain I built last year. I got the idea from YouTube. So I just built a frame, poured half concrete.
So you mix the cement and pour the concrete yourself.
Yes, yes,
So
I
really
did.
starting from the scratch.
Starting right from scratch, using plumbing to plumb inside and through the concrete, and then I poured the rest. We dug a basin,
Oh, okay.
and there's an actual pump. I think there's a 90-gallon-per-hour pump that's in there, and it's about 8 inches.
Yeah. Well,
Deep.
yeah. So I would say this is a really, really unique piece, which add character to your garden because you made it from scratch, and it's really, really special. Yeah.
Thank
So
you.
can we take a look? Let's go to the backyard because the real attraction of your garden is the backyard. But before we go there, we see you have this is a ring barrel, right?
Yes.
This is a very, very tall ring barrel. Do you happen to remember the gallon size?
I don't know.
Okay, but it's a very large one, and it's a very tall one, and you utilize as a container, and you use a trailing mint.
Yeah, we have trailing mint in here, and we put it over here so it no risk of it getting into the garden and taking
Yeah, oh, that
over.
is such a
It's always
great
somewhere.
point. So mint, they can be quite aggressive if you plant them in the ground. It's hard to contain and control. If you put them in a container, so it'll be a much better alternative than planting them in the ground. Yeah, let's move towards the backyard.
So it's nice, Jay, because we have our neighbor's garden. They
Oh,
also
yeah.
have beautiful plants right next
Yeah, so
door.
take a sneak peek.
Yeah.
Lilies and the
They do a great job.
sunflowers, and so they're nasturtium invading your yard.
Yep.
Yeah, but this is just lovely. I can smell the fragrance. Oh, there are more zinnias, daisy, and the lily, and this is a sunflower too, right?
Yeah, Mexican sunflower.
Oh, Mexican sunflower.
He grows those from seed.
Those are zinnia, right?
No, those are Mexican sunflowers.
Oh, this is
yeah.
the Mexican sunflower. Well, I'm learning something new today. That is wonderful. As before we enter the backyard, we see there's another very tall ring barrel slash container. So you used begonia, fern, and creeping jenny here, which really showcases the beauty of the creeping jenny. They have this trailing habit, and I particularly like how you use the ring barrel as container because not only they have a purpose, they're the ring barrel, you are collecting the rainwater, they also serve as a container to show off the trailing plants. Yeah, I really do love this design. Yeah, so
Thank you.
the first thing we notice in the backyard is you have this very, very colorful border, mostly perennial and annual, right? Yeah, tell us a little bit about this area.
This garden bed is a new bed I just put in this spring. I grew most things in this bed from seed. And
When
yeah,
it was very early in the season.
yes, I started them indoors under a grow light and brought them out. I have a little portable greenhouse, brought them out and got them used to the outdoors. And yeah, it gave us a lot of color. This one's just getting ready to open. I'm
Yeah.
excited to see
What is
this one looks
this?
like. I think I can't remember what it's called now that I pointed
Yeah,
it
this
out.
is very special. Yeah. So you start them very early. How early?
I would say, well, it depended on the seeds. You know, pay attention to your seed packets. That will tell you when to start your seeds. So different ones were at different times. I would say I started setting up around March.
March, okay. And then once they get going, once they grow into a certain size, and once outside condition is okay, you need to do the hardening off, right? Before.
Yes.
So how do you do the hardening off?
So I bring them out in the greenhouse, and on nights when it's going to go below 32, even though they're in the greenhouse, which keeps them a little warmer than outside, at night it doesn't really stay much warmer. So if it was going below 32, I would bring the plants indoors
Okay.
and bring them back out. I was a good plant mom, bringing them in and
I
out
can tell. I
all
can
the
tell.
time.
So it is quite an involving process, and you need to have a system and a plan if you want to start plants from seed to achieve this kind of result. You need to think ahead, not just letting them germinate. You have to be prepared for the steps ahead after the germination. Yeah. So let's take a walk through this area. A very nice shed. And then we arrive at the pond. This is quite a special pond. So tell us a little bit about the pond, Carl. So you made this from scratch, piece by piece.
Yes, this is actually our third edition of our pond. So we actually started with a smaller pond in about 2016, 2017. 2 years later, Elisha expanded it just a bit larger. And in 2020, we decided to go big. We decided to rent an excavator, and this was going to be our project. And
yeah,
this is the
very,
product.
very beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about the system. So it's not a typical pond.
So what we have here, we have several filtration systems. We have a skimmer, which is under this pot here. Okay, we have our waterfalls, of course, which there's a filtration system in itself. And we also have a bog filtration
A
system,
bog filtration system.
which is here. And what that is that's basically we dug a hole about 1 foot deep, and there's plumbing that's actually hooked up to a pump that's in the pond, and PVC pipe. And we ran 4 lines of that, and we put little slats about an inch apart in each of the pipes. And what it does is it filters the pond water, all of the bacteria, the fish waste, and it filters that up through the bog, through the pea gravel, which we've put in there, and it helps provide nutrients for the plants.
Okay, I see. Yeah, they are very, very happy there. So you can see the cannon lily do very well in the water. So right by the flowing, jug. That is the elephant ear, right?
I saw that pot at Wegmans
Okay.
a few times, and then I think we could add that into the garden somehow. It would be fun to make a fountain. I brought it home, and we drilled a hole in it, and we hooked it up, and
So this wasn't originally meant for a fountain. It's just a typical
it was
jug.
a regular pitcher
Okay,
for like your kitchen. Yeah, so
Wow.
we made it into a fountain, and I love how it came out. It was a
Yeah,
fun
I love
project.
it too. It's really special. People, more than a few visitors, have told me this is very special, and they really find joy by visiting your garden and see this creation of yours. So
Thank
tell
you.
us a little bit of your fish and the water plants.
So we have koi and goldfish and ruby red minnows in the pond. All of our goldfish were born in the pond. The goldfish spawn a lot. We actually have 1 koi that was born in the pond. This year the heron, actually, the big great blue heron came and took some of our fish, so we have this wire up now that
Fish
helps.
line, right?
Yep. And I'll tell you a little about our water lilies. We have,
You have both water lily and also
lotus. Yes.
Uh-huh.
So we have hardy water lilies and tropical water lilies. The hardy water lilies stay in the pond all year round. The tropicals, you can treat them like annuals, or you can bring them in for the winter and bring them back out in the spring.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about the bridge under our feet. This is a white oak plank.
Yes. We knew, we kind of had an idea what we wanted, and I did some research, and I found somebody on Craigslist that did raw edge wood, and told him what I wanted, asked him what his recommendations were, and he had a big white oak log, and he cut it to size for us and delivered it.
This is perfect.
Yeah.
Yes, this is very, 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 very special. It adds another dimension of charm to our garden. Yeah, so I'll try not to speak for a moment. Let the viewer enjoy the soothing flowing water sound. This is a spectacular pond. Again, we are at Cloverdale Cottage Garden. It is on the tour of the Open Gardens by Gardens Buffalo Niagara. This particular garden is in Cheektowaga, New York, which opens on Thursdays in the month of July. So let's take a look at the area closer to your deck. So you have something very special growing in a how do I say this? In a tub.
Yeah, that's good. That's
Yeah.
good. Yeah, so we actually incorporated some lotus into the garden as well. This is the first year I've done lotus in tubs. We also have a lotus in the pond. The lotus in the pond stays in the pond year round. You just move it deeper into the pond. This lotus has a bud on it. I think it will be open maybe next week or the week after.
How special. Yeah, this is just lovely.
And we have another lotus in the other garden as well.
Yeah.
We're trying to bring the water features around the yard a
Yeah.
little more.
Lovely. Yeah. Well, thank you again for sharing your garden with us. And come and visit Cloverdale Cottage Gardens. It is in Cheektowaga, New York, on the tour of the Open Gardens. Thank you, Elisha. Thank you, Carl.
Thank you.